I said I'm going to have this section because a lot of you are actually having some issues that need to be addressed. And like I said, the mentorship is something that will keep going on. We'll keep going to mentor you guys. We'll keep, encouraging you people because we want to see all of you succeed. A lot of people, I know there are some people that are yet to make sales, and probably they might not be feeling too good. Why have I not made sales, and why other people are actually making sales? So um, tonight's class, I'm going to just be pointing out some certain things I believe you need to be doing to avoid some issues, especially when it comes to the issue of you know plagiarism. So I want to make more emphasis on that and also tell you some of the new things that I want to share with you guys, which I didn't share with you when some of you had your classes. Okay, please, if your this thing is on, you turn off your mic so that you'll not be disturbing the class. So first of all, I want to thank you all for staying around. I also thank those that are really, really trying, putting in effort to make sure that the knowledge they have gained is not a waste. So I really want to appreciate you guys. It's something wonderful that a lot of people are making sales. Like we graduated batch 8 last week, and somebody from batch 8 has made his first sale today, and it's really showing that what we are doing is actually working. So one thing I want to encourage everybody is you need to put in work. You need to put in work. So sometimes some of us have not done anything. Some of us are still lazing about. You need to put in work. There's money in Amazon Kindle, no doubt. But for you to make the money, you need to put in work. You understand? One thing I want to make emphasis on. I don't know how many of you wrote book about Queen Elizabeth that just passed on. You guys need to start paying attention to trends. These are some of the things that easily give you money. I wrote a book, I think yesterday, Queen Elizabeth. I think I published book yesterday. I've made uh I've made two sales. I've made two sales so far from it. You understand? So, and some other people have also started making sales. I know many of you here didn't write about Queen Elizabeth. Now, you need to be very fast. You need to be very fast. You need to be pay attention to trends. If you want to go far in this Kindle thing, you need to pay attention to trend. Now, there's another person that needs to take over the place of Queen Elizabeth. You should start writing about that person because once the person sits on that throne, people is going to research about the person. People want to know about. Even by now, people are already starting researching about the next persons that are going to take over the throne of uh, the monarchy, whatever, whatever. So these are things you need to start doing. What are trends? What are things happening around you? What are things happening in the international system? You need to start writing about them. You understand? Anybody that is an international figure and is already making headlines, don't waste time. Write about that person. Make the money at that period of time because that's where the money comes in. You understand that there are people that have fetched me so much money in this business. People like Elon Musk, people like I can't the numbers. You understand? So once there's any trend happening, just write about the person. You understand? So these are some of the things some of you don't know, and is really making you not to make sales because most of the time you keep writing about things that are not trendy at that particular point in time. The books you are writing is wonderful, but at that point in time, are people looking for what you are writing for? You're writing about. Are people actually interested in what you're writing for? Now, whatever book you put out there, it might have its own time to say. I'm not saying you shouldn't write about anything you like. Yes, you can write about anything you want. It's definitely come. It might come to a time. That thing might people might be need that thing. Then your book will start selling. But at the immediate time, whatever is trending, it's just like that the woman that trended the other day that one of our students, I think is batch 6 or 7, I don't know, I can't remember. She made, I think, 100 and something less than 2 days or thereabout. She wrote about, is it Iman, that man that US killed, uh, they killed for terrorists, the second of Bin Laden. That woman made 100 and something dollar. All of some of you saw that. It was crazy. Everybody was just shouting, like asking the woman, what did she do? Now, what did she do? She just paid attention to the class. She paid attention to what I was telling her. And when she heard about the news, she quietly wrote about the man, and her book sold under 2 days. She has made 100 and something dollars. That was over 90 something thousand naira. It's really massive. You understand? So I want you guys to start paying attention to trends. Pay attention to trends. Don't come and tell me your book is not selling. Look at what are things people looking are actually looking out for. What is things trending now? Okay, somebody made a sale today. The person that made a sale today, he wrote about startup. You understand? How to start up a business. These are things people are looking out for. These are things people are searching for. Now you can write about that. You can write about, think, what are people looking for? What are the things, information? What you be looking out for is solving problem for people. Don't write about things you like. If you're actually here to make money, you shouldn't be writing about things you like. You should be writing about what are the things people are looking for. Then how do you know about what people are looking for? Go to the internet, look for trend. You can go for Google Trends, can go search for what exactly people are looking for. I've showed you how you guys do go about keyword, checking by keyword and co. Look at what are the things people are actually looking out for. Look at what are things people need. Now, these are the things you need to be concentrating your energy in writing about so that you'll be making sales. There are billions of people in Amazon looking for book to read, looking for what to read. Now, from those billions of people looking for book to read every blessed day, you need to figure out what are these, even to a certain degree, what are 10% of the people coming there to look for book, what are they looking out for? You understand? So give those people what they are looking for, and you start making the sale. That's how your book will start selling. You'll be like surprised, my book is selling. Because you're already giving people what they want. That's why your book will start selling. You understand? Now, another thing I want to point out again is I said this in the last badge, which is badge 8. I didn't think I said this in any other badge. Referencing, putting referencing in your book. Make sure any book you are writing, you have to reference it. Now, I've taken time to study my recent books. I have not been having issue of plagiarism. There are some books you might write, you have 100% plagiarism check and everything is cool. And after you publish this book, and they will tell you that you have plagiarism. You understand? Now, and again, sometimes they will ask you to give them proof that you are the original owner of this content, blah blah blah. Now, with referencing, you avoid such issues. With referencing, you cut off such issues. Once they come, they scroll to your book and they see you have reference, automatically they already know that this book, you made research to get this book. It's not actually coming from your head. They know that you read something to be able to do this book, and to a certain degree they will ignore this some of these plagiarism issues, except the plagiarism is too much that it's quite noticeable that they need to flag your book, then they will flag it. But I want you guys to start putting referencing. I will share my screen now so that you see a sample of one of the books I wrote. I've showed this to badge 8. I'm also trying to show, I will share it with every one of you here now so that you see. You start adding it to your book. Any book you write, ensure. Can you guys still hear me? Who can still hear me?
Yes, we can
Okay, that's good. That's good.
hear you, sir. Hear you.
But you can't see my
Yes, we
screen,
can hear
right?
you.
I'm trying to share my screen, but I don't know what's wrong.
No,
I don't see your
we can't see
screen.
it yet.
No problem. Let me try to share
I
it
can't see
now.
your screen.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me try to refresh and share the screen. Hope you guys see my screen now. Okay. So I want to, you can see this. You can see what I did here. Now, this is just a simple way of referencing. Now, what I normally do is when I'm writing books, I keep note of the websites where I was getting my content from. I keep note of what the website I'm picking up my content from. So those websites is what you add in your as your reference. You can see this. Now, most of the times,
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
can you hear me?
So we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Good
Yes, we
evening.
can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can.
Can hear you, sir.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, if you check here, when you want to research, you research on Google, those websites you're researching on, you see the link on your browser, the link to those websites on your browser. Just come to the browser here and copy the link. Let's say I want to write about Ellen Moore's biography. Okay, let me just biography of Queen Elizabeth. Now, this you can see these are sites talking about biography of Queen Elizabeth. You can click this, can click this. So when you are done clicking some of this information, you can just copy you can see copy their URL, copy it, and what add into your references. These are what you add as what your reference. You can see what I did. So these are my words, my reference now. You can see how I did this. So this is how you'll be copying the link to all the websites where you are making research. You can see this, you can open up this, copy the links and add it to your referencing. You understand? It's quite easy. Now, this will save you a lot of trouble. It will save you a lot of trouble. It will save you from the issue of um, tell us that you have the copyright, the right to write this book, blah blah blah. We saw that this information is freely seen on the internet, blah blah. But I'm not saying that you should not work hard on your plagiarism. I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard on your plagiarism. You need to work very hard to ensure that at least your plagiarism is 100%. It's 100% free. You understand? Then this is just to add it up. This is to make it more what authentic, to make things more easier for you and to make you stay away from what some of the issues that might come up due to plagiarism. So please, that is why I said we need to have this discussion. Some of you I didn't share this with most of the badges. I share it with I think by only badge 8. So I'm sharing it with you guys now. Please start adding this to your books. Every book you are writing, reference in the last chapter of your book should be referencing. If you mustn't put it this way, it might just be a title then, but definitely there should be an anchor to it. There should be an anchor to it. You understand? There must be an anchor link to it so that somebody can click on it and go to the page, to the website where you did. So what I normally do on my own, I don't know why I'm doing it, but this is what I do. Now, the website I actually got information from during my research, I don't add them in my referencing. Like if like this Wikipedia now, when I was writing this book, I didn't get information from Wikipedia, but Wikipedia is on the list because it's a popular site everybody know you can get information from. I normally don't include the actual website where I got my information from in the list of what my referencing. You understand? So I don't know why I'm doing that, but that's what I'm doing. So if you want to also borrow from what I'm doing, fine, it's good. But please start from now, start adding referencing and work thoroughly to make sure that what you add you work on your plagiarism. The method we are using is very simple. The method we are using is quite cheap, something anybody can do. But you as a person need to help yourself. You need to help yourself so that you don't get issues. You don't have issues. A lot of people are coming to my DM. They are telling them that, um, one crazy thing you don't know is Amazon keep record of each time they warn you about plagiarism. You might not know. They warn you today. They warn you tomorrow. Maybe you don't know the number of counts they have for you, and they will just block your account. They'll suspend your account. That's why I'm so much interested in this. So if they warn you severally and you keep defaulting, they will block your account, definitely. And you need to start pleading for them to open it. And if by any chance they open it and you default again, the less warning they will give you, the third time they will suspend your account completely. Like they will tell you that even the money in your account, you cannot even withdraw it again. They will eat everything, they will go with it. You understand? So I don't want you to fall victim of this. These are happening to people. Like I told you guys, you need to be learning from other people's experience. You don't need to allow it to happen to you. You need to learn from what that's happened to other people, and that's why I'm here for you guys, telling you, please, whatever you're doing, don't do it fast, don't rush it. Check everything thoroughly. Make sure that every information you checked it very well. And another one thing again, I want you to avoid. This is another issue people are having. Now, you come into somebody's uh, especially people make those mistakes in their subtopic like here. Sometimes somebody will just go and copy a subtopic and that subtopic has an anchor tag under it. Okay, let me just add an anchor tag to this thing. Now let me give you an instance, or probably let me just pick an information from the internet. Okay, let me just copy this information, this Queen Elizabeth net worth. Okay, let me copy it and put here. Now let me remove this and let me remove this and just put this black. Now on a normal day this person, somebody is seeing this thing as a normal text, but when I hover on this text, you see it has an anchor tag on it. You can see the anchor tag, but let me hover on this one. There's no anchor tag. Please don't make mistake of this thing. That's why I normally say, if you are doing anything, once you copy information from the internet, is either you are pasting it on any word formatting to like your notepad. Now, if I copy this text now, like this text now, let me cut it and paste it on notepad and copy it from notepad back to my Microsoft Word. See what will happen. Notepad will take rid of that formatting. It will remove that anchor tag on it. So that's why I normally advise you, when you copy information from the internet, don't put it on your Microsoft directly, because most of the websites, when you copy information from them, they always leave trace of their link, so that somebody can use it to trace them back. Is a normal coding. If you're a programmer, you will know this. When you copy a link from some websites, they always hard code the website link to it. You understand? Okay, let me just give you an instance now. Let me just go to this website. Let me go to here. Let me try copying something. Let me see. I want to copy something from this video pass. Let me paste it here. Okay. This website didn't keep record of that. But some website, okay, let me check another of their service. Let me check.
We can't see your screen. We can't see. You're not seeing your screen.
Seriously?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Oh God.
We can't see your screen. Okay, the
Okay.
screen is back.
Okay, that's good.
It's back. It's back.
Okay. Let me try something. Okay. Let me try copying this thing. Let me see. Let me try copying this. You see what happened? I just copied this thing and it's coming with a lot of information. It's coming with a link to it. This is what normal some website does. You know, when you copy information from there, they attach their link to it. Now that's why I don't advise you copying information directly from internet to your Microsoft Word. Put it on a word processor, put it on something that can like anything that can make the formatting go, or even that your plagiarism tool. There's how you work on it. It will just remove those link on it. So please don't make mistakes. A lot of people make that mistake, especially those people that just research their table of content directly into their this thing. You know, you don't paraphrase your table of content. That's why most of the times it happens there. So when you research on your table of contents, don't paste it directly into your Microsoft Word. Some of them come with what? Hyperlink under it. Now, when this hyperlink goes there, when these guys are actually looking through your book, they will just see a hyperlink and they will flag your book immediately. Definitely, it should just trigger to them that you copied that thing from the internet. You, there's no two ways about it. There's no two ways. They will just say, ah, this guy just copied this information and just paste it like this on the internet, and they'll flag your book. So these are some of the things you need to be paying attention to. These are some of the things you need really to pay attention to. Remember again, for those coming new, just coming now, please pay attention to trend. Queen Elizabeth just passed on. I know many of you didn't write about her. Some of you wrote about her, but many of you didn't write about her. Please pay attention to trends. Okay, I'm giving you another tip. There's another person that's going to replace Queen Elizabeth. Find out who's going to replace Queen Elizabeth. Write about that person. The person will be making headlines soon. If not, the person might have started making headlines now. Write about that person. You understand? Now, another person that might trend very well is Peter Obi because of the general election. You can write about Peter Obi, write about him now. When the election come, and probably maybe by God's grace he wins the election, definitely is going to make headline, and people going to want to know. People outside the country, people everywhere in the world want to know who is the next president of Nigeria, who is this special guy. Write about him and keep ahead of time. You understand? Probably by now he's already making little wave. He's making trends, but just write about him and keep. You understand? Anything information, anything news, anything trend, don't play with it. If other people are joking about trend, you shouldn't be joking about trend again, because you already know that every trend is money to you. Every trend is what? A source of income to you. Every trend, anything trend now is an avenue to make money. Just like I told you guys, my book on Queen Elizabeth has been selling. I've made sales today. Like I'm telling you, I made sales yesterday. I've made sales today, even though I didn't write about it very early like I want to. But the time I wrote about it, I've been making sales. I've made sales today. I made sales yesterday. So for those saying that I have not made sales, I'm giving you tips now. Pay attention to news. Even as you are writing other books, you're writing about a few other things. Please write about trends. This is something that can give you instant money, like a sure money. There's no two ways about it. Once you write about it, and one good thing about new books, once you write a new book, the book comes up. Like those people that are telling me, hey, my book is number one. Your book is not number one. It's just that when you write book, Amazon will just automatically take the book to be number one on the page. Now, why they are putting it there is for people to see it and actually look at it and know whether it's good. This is just something they use to encourage new books that comes into the market. So it's not as if you are the number one. When your book stays there and nobody buys it, it will definitely go down. You understand? So they put it up there to tell people, hey, there's a new book on this thing, or check it out and know whether it's something that would be good for you guys, blah, blah, blah. They just leave it there. You understand? That's why you need to do everything possible, knowing that, having that in mind, that anytime I write a new book, it's going to come up and people is going to see it. So that will give you an insight that, hey, you need to do your work and do it very well. You understand? So I think that will be all for tonight. I want to appreciate you guys. There's another course that we are bringing up. There's another course we are bringing up. Is copywriting. Is very important. It's very wonderful. For those who want to participate in it, please, you can DM Miss Lydia. I will give you guys grace. You understand? You guys will get some discount because you are old student. You get some discount because you are old student. So it's a wonderful course that is really giving people a lot of money. If you know about copywriting, is you can create sales copy, things that people use to market themselves. It's a very, very lucrative career in the tech industry, and those in the field are making so much money. So if you are interested, you can just DM Miss Lydia. She will add you up, and you're gonna get a discount definitely because you're an old student. So if you have questions, just ask me, and then